It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30.
What's up?
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, obviously the team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mahomes pass.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14. Bengals 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The drive starts with a completion left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
It's a pickup of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 32.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score tied 14-14.
First down carry by Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Joe Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 40.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Browns first down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Makes it so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
Now Elliott. is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Browns 21, Bengals 14. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive. Start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. 10,
ooh, he's
5,
running,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Browns 28, Bengals 21. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. It brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for Landry. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. T. Higgins was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, fighting off the defender. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. It's Mixon on the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
4 yards on the.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Got a man. It's Mims. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. On first down, it's Elliott. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
He nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it. So they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. After the holding penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this in.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This is caught. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
They run for it with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Allen. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to Elliott again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
Denzel Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts
It's a loss of 2.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he's got it up and through.
The game at 42-all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Try to get it to Landry there, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it. The kick is good, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Cincinnati, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.